Hey folks, Mike here with the Be Venturous record team. I'm sitting here with singer-songwriter Wayne Warner and Juanita Lee, head of promotions for Wayne. Today we are talking about Turbo Twang, the song Wayne never wanted.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting episode because I know Juanita's going to have a lot to say about Turbo Twang. I don't really have any questions for you guys. I just want to hear the story about Turbo Twang, how you wrote it, Wayne, and how you got it out there, Juanita. So I'll let you begin, Wayne.
I was working on a record for Atlantic Records. I was proud to be on the roster for a while, and I read in some magazine. I very seldom read anything about me. In fact, just recently I've been reading some old stuff. Kind of interesting. But some critic in like People magazine or something was talking about my music, and he had good things to say, and I appreciate that. But he didn't really know how to label me or my music, which I never liked being labeled anyway. I never liked being in a box. I figure I'm going to be in one soon enough. And so, and he labeled my overall sound as Turbo Twang. And I was a little bit perturbed by that, actually, insulted for some reason by it. I went for a run that night, and I wrote that song as just kind of a sarcastic answer to whoever it was that wrote that up in the magazine. And I guess I just did a quick demo of it, but I didn't like the song. I didn't intend for anyone to hear it. And as far as I was concerned, that was the end of it. You know, it was just one that was written and put away, and it was going to die a nice, quiet life. And then I'll let Juanita take it from there.
Actually, he missed out some parts. We were out on tour when the song was written, and he was in the back of the bus. And he called me in and said, "Hey, sis, come take a listen to this." And he strummed it and he played it to me. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is an awesome tune." Well, Wayne, again, wrote it as just kind of a slap back to something that he'd read in one of the magazines. And we were headed to Nashville into the studio to do a session. Well, in the session, Wayne was cutting his songs. Well, Wayne left the room for a while, went outside. While Wayne was outside, I played the little demo that I had that Wayne had played to me in the back to the pickers. And they all loved it. So before Wayne had a chance to come back in, they had gone out and tracked it. Wayne come back into the tracks done, and Wayne being called into the studio to sing on it.
I thought I was done for the day.
He thought he was done for the day, and he looked at me and he goes, "Sis, you didn't." And I knew he was a little angry with me, but I really didn't care at that point. I'm like, get in there and sing it. Stomping his feet, he did go in the booth and he sang the song, and it just came out rocking. And from there, we just kept adding to it. Still mad at me to this day.
And the interesting thing about that song is that we pulled up a rough mix at the end of the day for the song, and that song found its way to one of the biggest radio stations in the country, and certainly in Pennsylvania. And it went on the air just as it was, and it just blew up. You know, it became what, number 5 or 6 dance song in the country, well, in the world.
Yeah,
right behind Save a Horse and Ride a Cowboy.
Yeah.
And
the song wasn't even done. Hadn't been mastered, nothing.
Yeah. But you know what, as much as I hated that song, still do, I'll always be grateful to it. You know, it literally, it took us around the country working with some of the best, you know, in the business. And you know, I'll never forget one time being in, you know, we were in cities we'd never heard of or never been to before. And I remember being in Moab, Utah, and lonely, missing my sons and missing home. And you go out and you sing this song that I wrote, you know, sarcastically walking around my hometown, and you know, you got 10,000 people singing it back word for word, and that was always rewarding. And two, it always made you feel at home, no matter where you were. And it's amazing the power of a song. It still amazes me.
Are you surprised by that song's success? Did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was a piece of trash.
And it's a song that was written down the side of his bus.
What bothers me about the song is you know, it kind of, I don't want to say it labeled me, but it became, you know, my sound, or what people expected was my sound, and it really was just a small reflection of it. So it was kind of hard to break that mold, but I'm still working on that.
And that song also, it reached many different ages. We went in Warrenton, Missouri. We visited a school there. Wayne was a guest, and we went. There was hundreds of kids there, and these young kids, 5th grade, 6th grade, and up, were all sitting out there singing along.
Knew every word.
With Turbo Twang.
Yeah.
I mean, so that song hit from little children to 70 and 80-year-olds.
And for any artist, whether you like the song or not, that's one of the biggest compliments you can get. You know,
Exactly.
when you're a songwriter and people respond to it and embrace it enough to sing every word back to you. You know, that's something I'm always grateful for.
That's what I like most about the song is we're able to make a children's video for Turbo Twang because it's really a wholesome song. You don't cuss in it. You don't swear.
Yeah, man, that video was a riot. I've got so many compliments on it.
It is definitely a fun video.
So for anybody out there listening, go find the Turbo Twang. What do you call it? Kids video? What is that?
Turbo Twang for kids.
Turbo Twang for kids. There you go.
It's definitely silly, but it goes good with the song that Wayne almost never recorded.
That's
So.
fact.
Say you're driving me wild, but you were a hell of a ride. Saying things I never tell, skinny dipping in a wishing well. You said it'd be alright. Through it all, Mr. Alcohol, you lied. Through it all, Mr. Alcohol, you lied. It's our last call, Mr. Alcohol.